I look at artificial intelligence almost like the internet. So 30 years ago when I started in the dairy business, the internet was not existent. And now it is in every corner of our business. So as we look ahead, we can see that artificial intelligence will have a very large footprint on the dairy industry and in the industry as a whole, food or any other manufacturing industry.
Welcome to Ag Smarter Sessions, where we sit down with thought leaders, forward movers, and problem solvers to explore real-world challenges, intelligent solutions, and what's next for the future of food and agriculture. Today, we're joined by Polly Vander Wal, Senior Engineering Operational Manager at Agropur. A South Dakota-based leader with over 30 years of experience in dairy production and manufacturing, Polly brings deep expertise in quality, process, and operational systems. Raised in a small farming community of Chandler, Minnesota, and a proud graduate of South Dakota State University's Dairy Science program, Polly blends on-farm roots with a career-long commitment to driving smarter, more efficient operations in the dairy industry. Polly, welcome. We're so glad to have you.
Well, thanks for having me this morning, Kate. Appreciate it.
So your career has spanned multiple shifts in agriculture and food production. What changes have most influenced your role as a senior engineering operation manager at Agropur?
So as I look across those 30 years, I believe that automation and size and scale of facility are the two largest things that I've seen. Automation obviously has helped us to be more precise in how we make product, and it's also helped us work safer. Size and scale of facility has helped us increase our volumes efficiently and also meet our business objectives.
So in operations, there's always a tension between efficiency today and innovation for tomorrow. How do you balance short-term demands with longer-term transformation?
So it's a delicate balance to balance those two and stay true to our run the business mentality that we have to take care of our long-term customers while we seek new additional customers through innovation and new product and new processes. So at Agropur, we take a very thoughtful approach in looking at each of those opportunities, making sure that it meets our business needs, but also our customers, whether long-term or new customers.
And I assume that your role is pretty close to making those decisions. Is that right?
Yes, especially now in the engineering space where I'm working. If we have to put new equipment in or design new, even new buildings per se to meet those new needs.
What emerging technologies or innovations in dairy and food production do you believe will have some of the greatest impact over the next maybe 5 to 10 years?
Yeah, so as we look ahead, we can see that artificial intelligence will have a very large footprint on the dairy industry and in the industry as a whole, food or any other manufacturing industry. I look at artificial intelligence almost like the internet. So 30 years ago when I started in the dairy business, the internet was not existent. And now it is in every corner of our business. So I believe that artificial intelligence will be similar. I think it will help us be able to predict when our equipment should be serviced. There's just so many things, right? It's going to be a catalyst. So if we could have this interview in 5 to 10 years, it will be amazing what that new technology will help us with.
And I'm going to assume it's going to be even more connected to different parts of the facility as well, all through the office, through the production plant. I can imagine seeing it one cohesive ecosystem, perhaps.
Yeah, and I think even in the logistics side, the trucking side, I think will have a huge impact there. I mean, that's what I initially see, but there's so much more, right, that we just don't know yet.
Cross-functional collaboration is key to progress in agriculture and food just about everywhere, really. Can you share an example where some of that collaboration between engineering operations and the other teams has sparked some meaningful innovation?
Yeah, I think the best example I can give you is the pace that Agropur is on the last 4 to 5 years. Agropur is a product of acquisitions. So as you bring all of those different facilities together, we had to look at that from our operating system lens. So we took a journey to bring us into a new ERP system here within the last 4 to 5 years. We're not quite done with the journey. It was a cross-functional journey. So it goes all the way from the milk coming in the door to product going out the door. So it's very interconnected. Though it maybe doesn't sound very innovative on the surface, it is very innovative because it now requires us to work across all of our business units. And I only foresee more and more innovation coming from those additional connections that we're making internally and externally due to it.
From your vantage point, what global trends such as climate change or shifting diets, labor shortages, things like that, do you think will most reshape agriculture and food systems in the coming decade? Maybe you can speak specifically to dairy on that.
I will say my crystal ball is a bit fuzzy in this area. I do think that one of the things we always have to be thinking about is what is under our control. What can we control? So we have to focus and mitigate the risk in those areas as best we can. Be visionary, be watchful, anticipate as best you can. None of us could have foreseen COVID and the impact that it would have on the food system. But I do believe that we quickly were able to pivot and meet the needs of the consumer. So look forward, but always be ready. Change is constant, so we have to roll with it and make adjustments as we need to.
So, Polly, for engineers like yourself and operational leaders entering the food and agriculture sector, what skills or mindset will be most important in the next 5 years, do you think?
So as I look ahead, I believe there's really 4 skill sets that I look for in either recruits or in other leaders. The first skill that I look for is teamwork, being able to work in a collaborative manner with different leaders from across all different backgrounds. I believe being able to listen to one another and get perspective from one another is so critical. But then also being able to take that and move it forward as a team is a pretty big skill set. The second skill set that I believe that's very important is being able to receive feedback and have a continuous improvement mindset. You know, we all get some harsh feedback from time to time, but really the true leader is able to pivot and take that and move it forward and improve and get better. The third area that I believe that is really important is being able to adapt to change in a risk management perspective. I spoke about that in the last question that you asked me, Kate, is being able to really anticipate, be visionary, see what's coming at you and mitigate as you go. And I think the fourth skill set is project management. It kind of ties all these skills together, right? So project management and, taking an idea and actually bringing it to life with a set of colleagues that you esteem and respect is just almost magical. It makes coming to work a lot of fun. So those are the 4 skill sets that I foresee that we need in our leaders moving forward and in our young people that are coming into the industry as well.
Looking ahead, what excites you most about the future? Speaking of new students coming in, of agriculture and food, and where do you see some of the greatest opportunities for positive change?
So I really believe that's your young professionals that are entering. I mean, they bring energy, they bring fresh perspective, but they also have that technical background, with technology. They can already probably see what artificial intelligence is going to do, where we're still maybe more in a reactive mode. They're already in a proactive mode. So I think those individuals will bring the best thing forward here in the next 5 years. So I just want to encourage people that are listening to invest in internships with high school kids, community colleges, universities. We need to get people excited about the food and dairy business because we're always going to eat. So we need to have people come into the business that want to work side by side. As maybe some of us start retiring, we need fresh new ideas and leaders to come forward and take our place.
And finally, a question we ask all of our guests on our show, because this is Ag Smarter Sessions. What does Ag Smarter mean to you?
So as I look at that question, I think about the last 30 years. We've gone from driving tractors basically by hand and foot. Now we can they're robots, right? But all the basics that have been there all along are now just becoming smarter and wiser and more efficient. So to me, that's what Ag Smarter is taking the tried and true methods and just making them better. and more efficient, and just continuing to be able to produce the food that our country needs and the world.